Do you have a personal vision? Maybe you've thought about creating one, but you just haven't gotten around to it yet. Or maybe you created one in the past, but you've sort of forgotten about it, or it doesn't really feel like it applies anymore. Well, I want to talk about why it's still important to have a vision and to talk about some misunderstandings or misconceptions about what a vision is and isn't. So, the benefits of having a vision is that it helps you make decisions in your life. So when you come to a crossroads, having a vision can make the difference between making a decision that will bring more possibility into your life and be more fulfilling for you, or make a decision based on fear or reaction or scarcity. Another benefit is that it sort of pulls you into the future. So it's a motivator. It doesn't push you. It's like a magnet, like almost like a spiritual magnet that pulls you towards it, and not only that, but orients the pieces in your life to point towards it. So it focuses you. Another benefit is that it helps you connect to your highest self or reconnect to your highest self. And that always gives us this burst of energy and it helps us feel grounded. And so it can be used as a tool for just being a shortcut for us re engaging with our highest self. The most important thing about a vision, though, is that it's conscious. It's a conscious thing that we do, that we create. If we don't make our vision conscious, we default to generally something of least resistance, right? A vision of least resistance, which is generally what other people want of us. And what other people want of us will generally be something like they want us to be like them, or they want us to stay safe, or they want us to stay the same, right? So having a conscious vision is a way of getting us out of the rut of an unconscious vision, so to speak. So a vision is not, when you go about creating a vision is not just a buffet of indulgences that you sort of throw together. And it's not kind of a mishmash of all of the things that bring you pleasure in your life, right? It's not that. A vision is also not something that is for others to evaluate or approve of, right? So when we're young, a lot of times adults will ask us, like, what are you going to be when you grow up? Or what are you going to do after you graduate? Or whatever. And these are, we give them answers in order to sort of get them off their back, get them off our back, or to give them an answer that they'll nod and be like, oh, that's awesome, you know? So it's not something that other people will evaluate. It's also not a plan or a prediction of the future, right? Sometimes when we think about a vision, we'll think like, well, what's logically going to happen to me in 5 years, right? It's not a plan that you're then trying to execute against, right? It's not a prediction with which you're going to use to evaluate yourself and, come up short or to be afraid of failing at. Like it's not something that should bring up a fear of failure in you. A vision is also not set in stone. So it's not something that you create and then you're like, this is it. This has to include everything that I'm ever going to do. Like, it's not something that is static, even. So, what is a vision? And what are some best practices for creating one that will really serve you? So, the way I like to think about a vision is that it's a picture of the life your highest self creates. So, it does require that you sort of know about your highest self and what it means to be in your highest self. Your highest self is a version of you that honors your values every day and and that knows your purpose and is doing something that expresses that purpose in the world. It's also a version of you that has shaped your environment in such a way that allows you to stay connected to yourself, right? So a vision is a picture of your life that your highest self paints for you. So it can be written or drawn, or it can be a collage. The most important thing is that it engages your mind and your heart and your soul, right? So when you sit down to create your vision, spend some time entering that state of being in your highest self, right? Like reminding yourself what your values are and what your purpose is, and what are the types of environments that really bring you energy, and the relationships and things that really feed your soul. Then create from there. Create the picture of your life from that place. Another thing is that your vision should change as you discover more about your highest self, right? So as we're going through our journey of personal growth and self-exploration, we're going to learn more about ourselves. And that should naturally change our vision, because our vision is a picture of what our highest self wishes for us. And so if our highest self is evolving, then that picture should evolve as well. So hopefully you're getting a better understanding of what a vision is or and isn't, and what a vision can bring to your life. That it acts like a spiritual magnet that draws you towards it and gets you moving and unstuck. So take some time this week, spend some time with your highest self, and see what comes forth, either through journaling or drawing or doing a collage, and let it evolve over time. Don't rush it. It's not something you have to finish in a day or even a week. Um, and to really take the time to create something that really serves you. Hope this helps, and have a great weekend. Thanks.